Hello, my dear students. Welcome to BYJU'S exam prep. Whenever you're preparing for any examination, that could be GATE or the PSU or the engineering service, there's one important point that every students have doubt at the back of the mind. That is how to do the revision. They try to follow the different the interviews of the toppers, and at the end of the day, one thing I have to share with you is revision is that point which every student is having their own technique, right? This is not a generalized technique that you will be opting this one, then you'll be able to revise appropriately. But yes, there are some common points that you need to we can say fulfill in order to cover the any topic or any subject in a best possible way, right? So in this video I'll be discussing with you what is the best revision tactics for all the examination that you need to follow. These are the common points that you need to opt in order to complete the subject, in order to have the we can say revision of the subject in a most appropriate way. So let us see what are those different tactics that you need to follow in order to have the best revision. I hope so everyone has connected with me on my Telegram channel also. There is no doubt. My channel name is Mechanical by Suraj Gopi. You can do connect me, and we'll be having any doubt. If you're having any problem, any difficulty, you can do post me in the Telegram channel. The first and the foremost point that you need to follow is always review your class notes. Now it's very important that during your preparation you might have made study notes or a class notes or short notes. Always do review this on every monthly basis. Let us suppose you have studied a subject in the month of May. So definitely within 15 or 20 days you have to review your class notes. You have to just go through your class notes so as to you are able to recall the key concept and formulas very easily. And very important that you don't need to make the class notes a very detailed way. If possible, if you're making a short notes, do revise to the short notes, because you will be having less time while revising, because in during revision in the less time period you have to cover the entire subject on the entire concept in a very small time period. So it's very important. The first and the foremost point for the revising any topic is you always need to make your own notes or class notes, and always try to revise from your notes only. Students have a habit that they download from the net and they try to read, and ultimately they are not able to grasp that in that efficient way that they will be able to grasp if they are reviewing or they are revising from their own notes. Okay, and always do have a revision plan for you. Like let's suppose Tuesday you are going for this subject, after 3 days you'll be going for the next subject, right? Then only you will be able to have a efficient revision. Okay, so always do revise from your own handwritten notes. That will be much more efficient. If let us suppose you have not made a class notes, if you're having a PDF of the study notes, that is also will be solving the purpose. But yes, then you have to increase the frequency of revision from your notes. The second point that you need to keep in mind is always focus on your weak areas. And now this is very important. Let's suppose you are studying a subject that could be let's suppose strength of material. In strength of material, you have identified there are 2-3 topics where almost every time I'm committing the mistake. So you have to emphasize on those topics in detail and try to solve a slightly more problem as compared to the other topics, which is the stronger point. Okay, because when you will be revising or when you will be attempting the questions the next time, you should be able to solve the question from your weaker areas, because that is very important. Once you are able to identify the weaker areas, that is the strongest point that you are having, because already you know the topics where you are strong, we are having the strength, right, where you are comfortable with, you are able to solve the question. If you are able to identify your weaker portions, and if you are able to eliminate that by practicing or by revising, definitely that is the best revision that you can do. Try to focus on weak areas, identify the subtopics or concepts where you find it difficult, and try to dedicate some extra time to that. Okay, once you are done with this, then you go for some question solution. That could be the previous year question, that could be the new question, and then you try to analyze how much you are able to cover that weaker portion. Because at the end of the day, in the GATE examination or any examination, it's all about how much you know the concept, how much you are able to apply the concept. That is very important. So try to focus on the weak areas, because strength, you know your strength. If you're able to know your weakness, that's the best we can say positive thing that you can have in your preparation journey. The next one is always do practice the pre-YQs or the previous papers Why it is important? Let's suppose you are practicing the ISRO previous year question. By solving one or two previous year question, you'll be get to know what is the difficulty level, which topics they are frequently touching from every subject, and you'll be getting the format or pattern of the questions, right? What they'll be asking. So it is very important. You need to practice, and it is must. It should not be like only gate. You have to practice. Let's suppose you are practicing for ISRO or HPCL or any examination. You have to at least solve one or two previous year question. Then only you will be able to familiarize yourself with the type of questions, with the type of format they are asking, and at the end you do analyze your result. Because once you analyze your result at the end, that could be the pre-YQ also, that could be the mock test also. Once you're done with this, you will be able to identify your weaker areas. So ultimately our goal is to reduce that weaker areas and convert into the strengths, right? And that is basically by practicing the PYQs of the different examination. Then only you'll be able to have that opportunity to improve yourself. If let's suppose there is a topic which you already know, there's no provision of increasing your there's no provision of improvement, right? But there, if you have identified the weaker areas, definitely there's an opportunity to improve yourself and enhance your score. So that should be your target, that should be your objective. The next that you need to go for the active recall. What is this active recall? This is the most efficient way to do the revision. Active recall means, let's suppose you have studied a topic, XYZ topic you have studied. After 5-6 hours or after a day, you try to recall how much you're able to recall that particular topic, right? Without seeing the notes. It's not like this, you are opening the notes, then you are able to revise. Just let's suppose you have studied, let us suppose your let us suppose inversions topic from theory of machine. So after that, you just take up blank paper and you try to write how much you're able to recall. By retrieving that information, by retrieving that concept that you have studied, that way you'll be able to understand how much I'm able to recall, and then you see the notes and you see which points is missing, try to revise that, and after 2 or 3 days again do the same exercise, because this is the most effective way to revise any topic. You can write it in a piece of paper, or you can attempt some quizzes, you can have some verbal recitation, or you can teach to anyone else. Let's suppose one of your friend is not comfortable in one of the topic, so you have studied 3 days back, you can teach that particular topic to your friend, so that your revision will be going on and you will be having a better we can say understanding level of that topic. Okay, and it is being seen that normally in human tendency, after every, let's say you have studied a new topic, after one or after a day, the chances of that you will be able to recall the topic will be very, very less. So if possible, if you are studying a topic in the morning, at the night just you have a go through, just have a quick revision, because when you are doing this exercise in the first learning, try to revise a topic which you have studied, newly studied topic in a single day, in 24 hours, try to revise. Because if you are not revising, then what will happen, then this graph will be going on, and there will be a point when you won't be able to recall this. Like if you are trying to link this beyond 3 days, then ultimately you have to invest the same amount of time which you invest in the first learning. So try to review, like first revision should be done after 24 hours, then you can go for 3-4 days, then the next revision, and this way you will be able to enhance your learning, right? This is the curve being suggested by different scientists throughout the world. Now if I talk about the next point that you have to follow to increase your revision strategy, that is you have to stimulate the exam condition. What is the meaning of stimulate the exam condition? Now you know when your gate examination will be conducted, you know the schedule also, right? So now when you are attempting any full length mock test or even subject wise mock test, try to attempt the mock test in the same slot as of your real examination time. Let's suppose your exam is scheduled in the morning, right? You go for that morning slot. Let's suppose your exam scheduled in the evening slot or afternoon slot, you go for that. Let us suppose you don't know whether it be afternoon or morning. You try to attempt the questions on alternate days, one day morning, second day afternoon. Try to go for this, because your perform in a better way in during that time slot, right? And try to practice under exam condition only, because that will be making your concept, and that makes your confidence to be slightly high, and you won't be feeling that stress and pressure during the actual day of examination. Okay, and always do take the timer when you are attempting any quizzes, right, or any full length mock test. Always do keep in mind the time should be fixed. It's not like this, you have taken a paper and you're solving for throughout the day 6 to 7 hours, you are solving that same paper. That won't be giving you fruitful results. Try to be restricted, try to have the same environmental condition as of the examination. Try to have that, then only you will be able to enhance your learning and the revision will be optimal, right? And the end, please do stay calm and positive, because this is the time where you have to motivate yourself, you have to stay positive, stay healthy, right? Because if you're not doing this, then ultimately you will be losing confidence, and the easy calculation or the common silly mistakes, there's a chances or probability of silly mistakes will be very very high, right? So please stay calm, stay positive, and always make a balance in your studies with the frequent breaks. Do not go for a burnout. Do not study for 8 9 hours continuously. That will drastically reduce your performance. So try to study in frequent breaks. Like if you're studying for 1.5 or 2 hours, take a break of 10 15 minutes, then you get again restart your studies. So this way you will be able to perform accurately, and you will be able to sit for a longer duration for completing your different subjects, right? So these are the different points that you need to keep in mind while revising any topic or any subject for any examination. And the end, there's a very famous quote given by Thomas Edison: there is no substitute for hard work. If you have done hard work, if you have done practice, if you have done the revision, if you have really hard worked, definitely you will be getting the results. Today or tomorrow you will be getting the results. So do not deviate from your path, stay consistent and give your best. So that's it from my side. I hope you got that insight how to revise, what are the few points that you need to keep in mind while revising. So that's it from my side. This is Suraj Rupi signing off. And if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe and do like this video, and I'll be happy to help you out. If you are having any doubt, you write in the comment section and I'll be happy to reply you. Okay, so thank you, bye bye, take care, stay safe and enjoy your day with BYJU'S exam. Thank you.